Everybody, this is a walkthrough for exercise 24.3 from async lecture 24 phase rule. So we know Jeremy loves to travel during winter and he only travels to one city per year. And there's a 60% chance he visits Chicago, a 40% chance he visits New York. And the odds of snowing in Chicago is 30%, odds of snowing in New York are 60%. If there's snow present in the city that Jeremy visits, what is the probability he visits Chicago? Cool. So let's write down the information that we've been given. So we know that the probability of visiting Chicago is 0.6, probability of New York City is 0.4, and the odds of snowing in Chicago, so snow given Chicago is 0.3, and the probability of snow given New York City is 0.6. And what we want to find is the probability of Chicago given there being snow. Cool. So if we write this out using Bayes' theorem, know it's the probability of snow given Chicago times the probability of Chicago over the probability of snow. So we already know two of these things, which we use to calculate the numerator up here. So we know snow given Chicago is 0.3, probability of Chicago is 0.6, but we still need to find the probability of snow. So we can do this by adding together the probability of snow given Chicago times the probability of Chicago plus the probability of snow given New York City times the probability of New York City. This is just law of total probability. So we already did this in the numerator, so 0.3 times 0.6, and then we know probability of snow in New York City is 0.6, and probability of New York City is 0.4. So this is 0.8 plus 0.24, giving us a total of 0.42. Plug that in over here. This 0.18 over 0.42, and simplifying that 18 over 42 is just 3 over 7.